I think approach-wise, it's somewhat the same. We're not really, like, we kind of wished after game one, like a shift in, like, completely out of the box, but this is somewhat, you know, very Alliance-esque. You know, we've seen the Spirit Breaker off lane, we're seeing, you know, a cheeky little PA. This is very standard stuff, but the synergies are there, you know, like the Puck and the Spirit Breaker enabling a lot of the damage. They scale beautifully, like it's a nice well-rounded draft once they get out of that laning phase once again. So it's a big tick for Alliance. On the other hand, Liquid, they're going for the Underlord. Did a little bit of research. Western Europe, one game, one loss. In China, unpicked hero. In SEA, unpicked hero. In NA, 2 games, 2 losses. In South America, 1 game, 1 win.
Oh.
And in Eastern Europe, 9 games, 6 losses. 33% win rate. So the hero is pretty dead across the entire world.
I mean, what's wrong with the hero? You know, what are the reasons for most teams not either not going for it or just not having a great time with Underlord?
It's a clunkier style of hero where you rely on dominating the lane traditionally against, you know, PAs and Terrorblades, and then you need to play with auras. And I think auras in general have just fallen off. Like, how often do you see the mech buyer or the pipe buyer, the Crimson Guard buyer? You know, like, these items are somewhat non-existent or rarely bought. So this hero, that's his entire niche, right? And I think some players have experimented. I know, you know, ATF, Amar, he tried going for a greedier carry style of Underlord a couple times, of, you know, a satanic, not in pro games, but in pubs, like satanic, like right-click style, in your face, AC. But that's so costly, you need the right team to try and enable that style. And then Mind Control, for example, in his pubs, he's been going for phase hood, Yules, utility, early game grouping. So maybe that's what we see today from Zai, but again, I think the hero itself is just a little bit lost, and he's already getting bullied out. 5 from level 1, not the tankiest.
Really going from here. They're going to have another nuke, right? Okay, Poxy will be able to put a stop to that initial attempt for Stamana, but the second one still comes through as first blood. We'll go to Alliance there, abusing some of the level 1 weaknesses there of the Underlord.
Yeah, beautiful start to the game there. The fact that they get the kill. Again, like the Underlord, he kind of wants to get Firestorm, push in the wave, get level 2, get that point, potentially in the atrophy, annoy Nika Baby. You hit 3, 2-point Firestorm. That's when the lane is just spam, spam, spam. But yeah, again, good start. But it probably will get harder as time goes on. Unless they somehow get another kill, force him no TP, I expect this lane probably to even out and, you know, slow down a little bit and allow Zai to farm. But yeah, the Underlord is it feels such a lost hero right now. But I'm excited to see someone make it work. But this is the 2 that I was mentioning.
That's what they can do this time round. Carefully poking at Zai. They're ready to enter back in. He's got another Firestorm ready to drop. He's holding for the prime opportunity. He'll find it onto Stamanen. Zai will die though. Stamanen, he's not going to tick out. He's able to walk away. Let's see them try and run down Nico Baby. Boxy, it's too long until the stun's back up. 5 seconds, so he won't get Nico Baby. He might get Stamanen though. Stun's up in a second. Oh, unfortunate for Boxy. Misses the stun. Therefore misses the kill. That's
actually massive. Because he misses that stun, the Grim's able to then salve up Nico Baby. Underlord has no TB to this lane. If you, oh wait, we're going to see Insania get a kill. Cool. And cool. But everyone, you need to always give screen time to the Walk of Shame. Zai currently walking back to the bottom lane. And because the Grim was able to survive, he salves up the PA. He gets to continue farming. So yeah, that was an incredible start for the safe lane at least.
Oh, mid lane. Supreme got this. He's going to have another round of spells in a bit, isn't he?
Maybe. There we go.
He does.
He's got him.
He's got him, right?
I mean, he's got the spells, but he hasn't got him.
Yeah, he's done the math, so he knows he doesn't want to die for that. I mean, what did the Invoker go down to? About 130 HP, and it was level 2 Waning Rift. How much damage is that? Yeah, he wouldn't have had enough. So.
I could simplify
Holding back on the dive there, Supreme.
Tier 2 equal death, so...
Yeah, so he would have...
Times by 0, you know, dips out of that one.
He's playing sensible, Supreme. He knows not to dive.
And a pleasant start, you know. Nika Baby got a bit more confidence into this game.
So they go for Insania in a bash or so, and they'll have a good shot at getting this. Insania, he's dead. Aramis will live. Tango Regent's living and bottom lane. Another kill for Alliance. Nico Baby. I mean, they are ruining this this Underlord lane. I mean, as you say, from the statistics, You can't really expect too much from this hero. Zai's struggling on it. They're getting completely dumpstered in the lane so far. 3 deaths in the first 3 minutes down there.
And this is just the fact that Grim PA is such a strong combination. A lot of bursts, both magical and physical. PA has gone for the Orb of Corrosion, utilizing the damage tick, the slow on the dagger as well. And they are punishing Zai. I think it is also a product of the fact that it is a Nyx position 4. If Underlord wants to try and thrive, you either need a position 4 that pushes the lane equally as hard as Underlord to spam it in the face, or you need some kill threat. And unfortunately, Nyx doesn't provide that, so they are struggling a lot. But it's good to see Alliance punishing that weakness and able to try and get a bit of a lead, because what's it, 8 CS on Underlord? As he's level 2 hiding in the trees bottom. Oh, this is terrible. He might be dead again, by the way, lads. Or he's bullied.
Let's see. I mean, can he get away from this? I don't think so. Some good body blocks from Staman, and Zai's going to be kept in reach of Nico, baby. Okay, the stun. The new kits, he just needs to get a dagger and he's stepping up.
He's got the vision.
He can't quite find him. Zai's hiding behind the tree line. So Zai will be okay this time round.
But the lane's pushing.
Oh, he stepped back up! He stepped back up. Some of the trees have been cut, so Nico, baby, had a clean line of sight. He just gets in and kills him off again. That is the 4th death down here for Zai.
This is an this is just a disaster, isn't it? And like I was going to say, if the lane was pushing in, maybe it's, don't worry, lads, TP into a double wave. But the lane's pushing towards the PA. An absolutely beautiful start from Alliance. Like, this is the best start you could ever ask for a carry PA.
At bottom?
Yeah, collateral.
I don't know if the viewers can hear that, but there's a lovely echo on the audio. I'm hearing these 4 sunstrikes go off into the distance. Mid lane. Oh, nice save from Insane. He's in time. Disruptions at the ready. Mickey, he'll be fine. Bottom, they've got their eyes on Nico Baby, and Nico Baby's pretty low. Just has the 2 stick charges.
Sunstrike is available as well.
Boxy missed the stun. So now he's going to struggle to get away from the 2 of them. It's another kill for Alliance on this bottom lane. Zai's got to run. He can't step up whilst he's the only man alive down it.
And again, that stun was so critical, right? If he connects on the stun, that's a Sunstrike, it's a dead PA. It might help turn the tide, but dude, it's rare you get to see a position 5 be higher level than the off lane.
Yeah, it's going to be a real test for Zai and the recoveries that he can do. This is something that Zai is very good at. I feel like something that over the years you will see Zai at the beginning. He'll have a few deaths, in the lane. That's just all part of the job, part of the process. He's more of a man about recovering and dominating later on. So we'll see how he's able to do so, because this game, he's definitely set it off to be a tough start for himself. Well, we'll get handed some glory here. Stamanen steps up and be able to get involved to take him down. Oh yeah, we'll see. This is Zai at the moment at this stage. He's been heavily bullied in the lane. We'll see where he gets to later on.
Well, that kill would help for sure. Dude, I don't want to see his inventory, actually. Oh, no. I was like, oh, maybe what's he got? Oh, yeah, he's actually just got nothing. Cheeky little chainmail. Yeah, we've not really seen much of top lane.
Off the mark there with the boat, so Leslau's fine. I mean, Zai, he's got to be careful stepping up. Nico Baby's hit the 6. There's a good chance that Nico Baby will just jump in and go for the kill. Level 6 PA with Orb of Corrosion against a level 3 Underlord. I think the temptation to dive will be there. So Zai staying hidden as much as he can.
But that's the thing, right? That temptation. If he is to get, keep killing him, right? All you need is a Nyx in position, a Sunstrike available. You're playing into this Exalt Invoker, so you always have to be careful of that, explosive pure damage from nowhere. So I like the fact he's holding his restraint. And they're going on to Matu.
Well, he's able to get the torrent off in time. Put a bit of a stop to it, but not enough to save himself. So he goes down, the coils are ready, they're going to look for Boxy as well. Setup's in, they have the damage. Oh, maybe they don't, with the stick charge, Boxy's able to turn, he is going to live. The wand will save him.
If Stoma wants it, look, he's hunting. He's going deeper behind. Oh, okay. I was hoping he'd go for the blindy. He's got 3 points in the stroke, so maybe could have killed him there. But again, a nice little start. Liquid. No, sorry, Alliance. 3 cores in top 4. Alright, ruined that one actually. Matu just creep back in. Oh well. Well, the main thing is they're all pretty even, other than the fact that the Underlord's 1.4k lower than the PA. But again, luckily for Underlord, even though his win rate is atrocious across the world in all DPC, he doesn't really need items per se to at least do something. Like, if he gets some levels, he can start joining these earlier fights with Roots, Firestorms, ult, and he can get back into the game that way.
Simatsu steps up there to try and take some of the neutrals. He has got the boat buff down upon him, and backup is on its way over, so Alliance won't be able to commit to finish him.
Yeah, all Alliance are doing here, they're just bringing all the resources to top lanes. Like, if Kunk is using boat here, SD Nyx are probably TPing in to help him. It's giving PA that time. Alliance are doing a really good job in making the map feel like only the top lane exists, and that allows PA to kind of absorb this farm below. You know, Zai's trying to recover, Invoker Exhort naturally wants to jungle. So yeah, Alliance just dictating where the supports are moving right now with this constant aggression, and even getting some kills. I think the difficulty for Alliance now is the fact that they don't naturally take towers that well. So even though they've got this, you know, 5-kill lead and it feels pretty good, these towers aren't going to start dropping. They don't have this DP Leshrac-esque hero. Pretty cool combination.
And they get some Sunstrike setups.
He's committed to this.
I mean, Lesnar, he's getting in aggressive with the charge. Supreme
died?
He gets killed off there onto the side.
Oh.
Lesnar actually looking pretty dead as well. The two of them there, Lesnar and Supreme, maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves, jumping into the jungle. And Liquid dealing with them pretty swiftly. Supreme dying before he really could make a move at all.
Unfortunately, the 1-by-1 there a little bit. Like, Alliance were in such a good position, and we get to see the heat map of Underlord. Rough. Oh well. At least he gets to farm this camp, stack it up too. But yeah, for Alliance there, it's Grim dies to a combination. Leslau charges in. Puck very, very disconnected. And these are the type of plays that suddenly give them that lead, right? Like look at the lead now. It's like sub 1k. Like, this could have easily been a 2k lead, a 3k lead, PA farming bot, Puck pushing out. You know, everyone getting a little bit of everything. But those 3 deaths, honestly, Alliance might, you know, kick themselves a little bit there, because it's very uncomfortable making that type of mistake. And Invoker, he can become this like early game style of core where he just activates this aggression, right? Like, all you need is Spirit Breaker to make one incorrect charge. SD deals with him. Invoker then controls up the Puck or something, and the fight's looking pretty good. So yeah, Alliance just need to be careful. Like, they're in a good spot, but don't get carried away. And like, if Nika Baby now dies to a smoke rotation, that even further cements that dismay. So yeah, he reads that pretty well. Fills it out. TP stop. There's no creeps to farm. Yeah, nice little recovery there.
Yeah, it's getting very close to this Battle Fury. Doesn't want to ruin the timing of that. Plays safe, sticks with the team. There's Tower Gold. I'm pushing very close to having that. The TPs are coming in though. Liquid want to give a shot of holding on to the tier 1. And we'll be able to scare them off for now. Alliance back off momentarily.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Boxy was actually TPing top, but because he got seen by the Grimstroke, he just cancelled it. It was like, there's no point me playing top. We're not going to defend this tower anyway. I know he's just fighting the Kobold. Alright, Matu, what's he going for? He's got an armlet. He's then got the little phase boots. Alright. Again, I think the concern for Liquid here is the fact that they don't have this innate PA killer going into the late game. They don't have, you know, MKB buyers, Abyssal buyers, all this stuff. So they are relying on this mid-game timing of Invoker, Alacritying up. Sorry about the echo. Yeah, it's alright. So they are fighting for this moment. And I am a little bit worried if Liquid, they miss this timing, Alliance should just be able to 1v9 with PA, right? Even Spirit Breaker becomes this unkillable machine later on. So this is the window now where they need to start grouping up a little bit, finding some of those kills, and delay that PA Battle Fury, because like, it's 13 minutes into the game and PA actually, yeah, about to complete it. So this is a very good Battle Fury timing.
I'm looking for some action up top. And Lesnar charged in, but the turnaround's there, but the Demonic Purge from Instania slowing him down. Leslau's not going to be able to get away. Zai turns over towards the PA. They've got the setup. Is there any escape from him? There's not. Nico Baby's not going to be able to get out. As that's a painful time for him to be dying. It was just him and Leslau up there with that push and dying just sort of very close to the Battle Fury. That really hurts his flow.
Yeah. Oh, this is a heads-up move as well. You kill them top, but then you instantly reposition to the area where they're trying to invade. You protect your jungle. This is pretty nice. Like, playing top area of the map is pretty dead for Liquid, so I like the fact that they dip out of there straight away instead of, you know, slowly walking back. It just being efficient. And I was very surprised that I saw Nika Baby join a fight. I know that he likes joining sometimes early on, but 200 gold away from a Battle Fury. He is the hero that can 1v9 this game. You crush the laning phase. But joining in these early fights, it is gonna hinder that. And Xylan goes down bottom.
See if Liquid can get anything in return here. Boxy.
Oh,
set up the ready. Sunstrike comes crashing down onto Aramis. We've got the Demonic Purge ready to go as well as they look to dive in for Leslau. They get the both of them, and this tower should be Liquid's. They're going to have good push here with Mickey and his Forged Spirits. Mickey, of course, having quite the game. This Invoker popping off big time, 404. Midas bots, and now working on towards the BKB. It's going to be coming out at a very good timing.
They're just sweeping them up together, right, Liquid? They're all, like, even if one dies, they're in position to punish it. And right now, with how Leslau's playing the Spirit Breaker, he's charging in, he's committing, he's trying to be a thorn in their side, but it's why SD is such a great counter. If you ever get in, you get Demonic Purge, Bulldoze gets removed, your move speed gets reduced, so you can't really charge away. And that's the undoing of Alliance right now. It's like 2 to 3 moves that Spirit Breaker has forced. His teammates have kind of joined him and then died subsequently after. And it has allowed Liquid to get their footing in the game. And, you know, meanwhile, Kunkka and Invoker are just, you know, lapping up the farm throughout that aggression. But a smoke up this time. PA has just hit Battle Fury. Pretty much the timing for Invoker is like probably BKB into then 1 damage item is when they're going to be their happiest. And Liquid, they will identify this. They need to kind of cut through this moment. Maybe even kill off Nika Baby. Like, he's died once, but that second death into then like an ancient block, a deep aggressive ward to play on. That could be the big undoing, but you know, right now it's still somewhat saveable.
Oh, Boxy. He's going to find this. The stun's off the mark, and therefore so is the Sunstrike.
I mean, that was pretty cool. He doesn't instantly use the orb because, of course, the Carapace can stun him.
And they lose Matu bottom.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like, again, that was just really heads up from the puck, you know, delaying, waiting, making sure he won't get hit by the Carapace on the orb, and dodges the stun, so yeah. You might argue, could have maybe impaled from the Vendetta rather than getting the hit off, especially against a puck, but again, small things, good stuff from Supreme.
We're mid Nico Baby trying to farm that mid wave. He's going to lose his life for that. Always, you know, as the experts say, right, that is one of the scarier portions of the map to try and hit the creeps in.
Especially when the tier 1's still alive, I think. He feels confident because his own tier 1 tower's alive, but with a level 15 Invoker,
I mean, yeah, you just die so easily to Mickey's combos. I mean, Mickey's making the move down bottom, running down Stamana. Stamana trying to get that last nuke off onto Zai. He's not going to be able to do so. Aramis will TP out in time before the tornado comes through. Mid lane. I'll get the catch on to Leslau. The boat's coming in. Leslau can't run from this one. As off the back, you know, it starts with Matu going down on the bottom lane, and then he's back in action, and Liquid, they're hitting back hard. They get 3 kills across the map.
Yeah, and people might like question about Nika Baby's farm, right? But like, just look at the way in which Liquid's playing this map. It doesn't feel like there's anywhere for Nika Baby to go, so he is kind of being forced into these unfavorable positions.
So they can get Matu here. They've got the Dream Coil. He's going to end up dying there. Get the Shadow Blade out in time, but they have reason to catch him under that. Quick jump as well. Boxy gets blown up. And Insane, it looks like he's going to follow suit too. Alliance, the combo into 3 kills. Back to back, they're on the mid. They strike back.
Yeah, much better. They're just in position this time, and that's the key difference. Like, the last 5 minutes, we just seen Liquid find Alliance by themselves or out of position. So Alliance, you know, they're reeling it back in a bit. And Nika Baby has to be careful. Like, he drew a circle on the minimap before that fight. He told the guys, like, lads, I need to farm my top triangle and the enemy jungle if we want to have a game. So now you see Alliance trying to push deeper into mid to give Nika Baby that space.
Should have set a mid. Lesnar just runs straight in. They take down Zai. Mickey's having to put the BKB. Will try and turn and take down Supreme. They got enough control. They do. Deafening Blast push back into the stun of Boxy. They'll get the trade. Deep behind their towers as well, because that tier 1 still standing here. Alliance, they were going for the action up at the tier 2.
Yeah, for Alliance, it's currently mode get BKB. You know, Leslau in his quick buy, PA in the quick buy. This is when they're going to be their happiest. So they need to try and stun that. And I honestly don't mind them running bodies deep into like mid-bottom now for Alliance, because again, the key thing is, like, with a PA on your team, you have to play on the opposite side of the map. For every fight you take, if you can go like 2 for 2 on kills, your PA will get like a K gold from the game. So they need to try and dictate this tempo, or at least be in position to save the PA when they go aggressive.
Boxing. Quick global setup.
that actually hurts so much because, like, you know, in his mind, he's like, all right, the Nyx might be here. Let me put the Sench. I'm dead. Nearly had it. And again, Liquid, they get a kill, they invade. Pretty methodical Dota. And poor little old Zai. He has some, I say caught up. You know, he's still a little bit behind Spirit Breaker, but this is what I was mentioning earlier. Mind Control, when he played the Underlord in pubs, just going for that Yule Scepter, it just allows you to be a bit more in the fight. You can instantly catch that elusive hero, then layer the root on top, instantly root them. So I can see why it's good. But it's less about the auras that we used to see maybe a year ago.
They're going to charge in for Matu. Leslau commits him for the attempted kill. A defensive disruption comes out. Matu able to get the armlet off. And it looks like Matu, can he walk it off? He can't. The Dream Coil comes down, will cause the death of Matumbaman, but it'll cost the life of Supreme as he commits in to secure, bringing down the Kunkka into the trees. They're ready to dive for more. Mickey is being focused by Nico Baby, who attempts to jump in, but the pit is down. They do get the kill onto Mickey. Nico Baby is struggling against the three of them, though. Aramis trying to help fend them off, keep his PA alive. The Inkswell buff coming in. Boxy still alive there. Jumper for Nico Baby. He's able to find him. Boxy comes back into vision. Nico Baby gets in, gets the kill, jumps over now, looking for more. Zai to fall as well. Double kill for Nico Baby as he is ready to fight here. Pre-BKB, turning up big time and starting a pop-off, and they're not done. Instania shows his face. There's the setup. They'll jump in. Another kill added to the score for Nico Baby. Matu's back in action. Knocks him down with the X-Mark boat combo. Torrent to follow up as well. Has he got enough damage? The Torrent's going to be off the mark. Nico Baby's able to jump away back to safety, but the cleave will get him. Matu able to clean him up at the end of it all. But quite a bit of action there going into the hands of the PA. You know, Nico Baby fighting hard.
Oh, I was just clicking on the Kunkka, like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Oh, and then he hit it at the very end. But that was a really nice fight for Alliance, and that was because of the Essence Ring, honestly. Every time I go, there's always a little bit of a fight. Supreme. Nice, nice tornado.
Look at that tornado, very pretty.
All right. Oh. Why every time the puck dies, Matu dies? It's like they're, like, linked somehow.
There's a lot of trading going on. I mean, this game, 21 minutes and 21 to 22.
43 kills in 21 minutes.
This is a close one. I don't think you would necessarily expect this after what we saw in Game 1, but this Game 2, it's definitely given us a pretty even playing field. Sure, Mickey at the top of the moment on his Invoker, but Nico Baby, despite the sort of deaths here and there, he's definitely gearing up at a pace where this PA could become a big problem.
No, this is the enjoyable Alliance Dota that gave them such a dominant regional performance last year, was the fact that they were able to collapse lanes and fight so much. We kind of missed it a little bit this year, but again, this is the most enjoyable Alliance Dota to watch, for sure. Like, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but it does have some underlying strategy to it, and that is the fact that you have this PA at 11k net worth, slowly, you know, farming her way up. BKB about to be complete, Deso soon after. And yeah, again, it's not that bad, because this PA, there's no carry for her to be concerned about. And I love the fact that he had this Essence Ring in that previous fight before we saw the puck get jumped on as well. He's able to, you know, stand inside these bigger fights, and he's just constantly increasing his health, 400 HP, 400 HP, and he's able to offset the damage loss from, like, Firestone, for example. So it is really helping him be in the middle of the fights.
So for Liquid, you feel like if you're Liquid, you're seeing this PA, you've got to step it up even more, right? Because they just do not want to deal with Nico Baby later on.
Yeah, 1000%. Like, right now, Matu with that Silver Edge, they need to try and find a couple picks.
Well, Aramis is going to jump forward with Supreme, looking for Matu, but the defensive disruption comes out. Soulbind off to the side, but Aramis goes down. So you jump forward from Supreme, trying to finish off a kill. Leslau charging across the battlefield over towards Matumbaman. The boat buff comes in, but Matu will still pop. Instania as well. Alliance, they're holding the tower. They're trying to go on for more. Leslau charging up to the high ground. Nico Baby's in with the BKBs. On top of Zai. Zai trying to rift out with the Yules, buying some time for him. Nico Baby, can he do the damage in time? He can. Zai falls. More kills here for the PA.
Whew. Also, pretty cool combination there. Of course, at the lower levels, the Underlord ult does take 6 seconds, then 5, then 4 at max. When you have the Yules, you'll be cycloning for nearly half of that time. So there is a pretty cool play there where you'll always be able to Uber ult out, but, you know, he hasn't got the levels yet, so not that good. But you see here on the minimap, you know, PA running up, he has the BKB ready. Liquid, they do the engagement, but, you know, Matu, he's underneath the tower, already 800 HP, doesn't have the boat buff on him. Nika Baby and Leslie are able to commit onto him. And at this point, positioning is not Liquid's best friend. Sure, they have a nice route here, but Nika Baby finally then commits to the BKB.
Yeah.
You see the cool little Yules play. Maybe if he had a little bit more HP and level 18, that could have been cooler. But again, that is unfortunately the face of a man who knows that this game is getting
it's a tough game in Stania.
Yeah.
He does. They've got a tough game on their hands now, Liquid Alliance. They are giving them some real fight here in this game too.
Lines being drawn on the map. Another smoke from Liquid. This is when you know that
They just
mid-game
keep
or
going for these
exactly.
fights.
You've got to try and break them down. Find that one moment when they're not in position. But Alliance, they understand their strength right now. They don't need to be apart. Even Nika Baby walking in first.
Oh, he is.
Look at him.
And Leslie. He charges in, starts off the action, they're jumping straight away. They've got the Soulbind out, the two of them. Mickey trying to step away with the BKB. Nico Baby committing as well with his own BKB. Over towards Matuma Man. Leslie with the ult finishes off Mickey's life. They've got the detection, they've got the vision, they've found Matuma Man Supreme able to take him out. Leslie ready to charge in again. Boxy able to hold them back with the Spike Carapace, but he's now been left behind. Supreme even diving into the base, gets the kill on Insania. Liquid now dying inside their base. 4 heroes dead on Liquid. Alliance lose nothing. It's a very tough game for Liquid to swing back. Nico Baby's PA is getting out of control and is just getting enabled perfectly by the supporting cast here of Alliance. Leslie and Supreme just throwing themselves into the front of the action. Liquid can't seem to deal with it.
Yeah, this is perfect. Like when you're playing into a lineup that doesn't have that big carry threat like a TB, Morphling, Monkey King-esque hero, which you have to jump, you can take fights a lot slower, or at least you can engage with less cares. Like Spiritbreaker, he just jumps onto the Invoker, you get that perfect Soulbind, and it feels like as long as you connect on Invoker +1 or Kunkka +1, the fight's going to be pretty good. Like, Liquid doesn't have that, we gotta catch him here. Like, any time you get jump on, it's going to feel good. And Alliance, they're thriving on this now. Spiritbreaker Puck, extremely elusive to lock down, and Liquid, they rely on a route from an Underlord, or maybe the control from like Nyx Kunkka, but it's not the most reliable because, of course, it's pretty hard to connect on that over a Shadowbladed Spiritbreaker or a Puck. So yeah, right now Alliance, they weathered the storm of the early game. It helps that they crushed the lanes, and now they got the first Aegis. So very much Alliance in the driving seat of this game too.
I mean, what's the game plan for Liquid now? We saw how they were going smokes back to back to try and play to these mid-game fights. Now you're doing it into an Aegis. Do you have to wait out this Aegis, or do you still have to keep going?
I think they only have one. Yeah, they only got one smoke available, as now Insania will be dying again. So they have a defensive BKB.
I mean, Leslie, he's ready to still try and get in on this. We'll get stopped by the blast and the root of Zai.
Again, to quickly answer your question, it's the fact that Liquid, they have one smoke available, and that smoke doesn't even feel good because, of course, there's an Aegis in play. So now they just got to wait. They have to do that uncomfortable thing of give Alliance whatever map they want, hope for a pickoff, and just wait 5 minutes.
I'll stop Leslie, but Leslie, he's ready to commit with the BKB, and he's got Nico Baby by his side. So they'll look towards Zai, knock him back with the ult. Zai's gone. Alliance taking kills as they wish across the map, and Liquid, it feels like this game they need to come in with a backup plan. As the initial sort of attempt and approach to this match, it's not working out, and they're falling behind, and they're falling behind fast.
Yeah, anyone who shows on the map is going to be dead, and that is the strength of Spiritbreaker with the charge, with the Shadowblade. Puck doesn't even have boots of travel yet. He's got the Aeon Disc now just to be super defensive, but when Supreme gets boots of travel as well, that's going to get even harder. Nika Baby's even farming underneath the tier 3. Like, look at him. He doesn't care. He's got an Aegis.
He knows that they can barely touch him.
Yeah, big fan of the Ags in that quick buy. Of course, Ags, when you get a kill, replenishes your spells. Just allows him to jump in and around the fight, because if he jumps Invoker, Nyx, or SD, if he can commit, 3-4 right clicks, they're probably going to be dead, or maybe Invoker half HP, but that alone is going to give Nika Baby that confidence to ping pong around the fight, just like Puck will, just like Spiritbreaker will. And again, just to remind people, Liquid, they have to win this series to get first in the group. Of course, no major, but still, 300 DPC points, very healthy and very helpful in your future major runs. It might be the difference of having to win a major to get TI or getting third place potentially. So again, Liquid need to close out this series if they want to lock in those cheeky little 300 points. But Alliance doing a great job, kind of stunting that with a Nika Baby masterclass on a PA. There was a video, I think it was on Games Class or something, where he was just describing how he plays PA. And I've seen those elements in this game here where he's always unless he has the BKB Aegis, he is like waiting on the sides. He's not committing. He's like, he has to see like an Impale or a Torrent used, and once like a key spell's used, then he's committing. And it's that patience that allows PAs to thrive in some of these weirder games, because he's not the one getting broken by the Silver Edge. He's not the one getting tornadoed, comboed by an Invoker. Like he is selecting how he engages really well. And if we ever like watched back these fights, you would really see like he's just hugging the tree line, probably more than other PA players.
I mean, he is on his own.
Yeah, as I say that, he's very out of position.
I mean, but they don't sort of expect him to be alone. You know, they know he has the Aegis, and Boxy doesn't want to go on him because of that.
Oh, again, you know, Evo Arteezy, this is the Arteezy farming style with an Aegis, right? He's by himself, he's all in his lonesome in the triangle. But if they were to kill him, like, Spirit Breaker will be there.
Yeah, there'd be chances for Alliance to get over for his second life, especially with the BKB ready.
Man, he's having a great game. Maybe Matt, like, again, for Liquid to take a nice fight, they need to try and survive the coil and the initial jump of PA, get through the BKB, and then play on the fact that you can kite her with, you know, Kunkka, SD and stuff. But that means you've somehow survived the coil and a Spirit Breaker in your face and a PA BKB. That's so hard to do, but maybe playing at your tier 3s, tier 4s, that's when it gets a little bit easier in these games where you're behind, because of course, tower, armor aura, positioning is really hard. So yeah, I think Liquid right now, they are just going to lean on the fact that their base is their 6th man in the roster right now.
And what's the plan now for Alliance? The Aegis has faded.
It's find a pickoff or wait for next Aegis, because going high ground into Invoker, Underlord, Kunkka doesn't feel that good.
Oh, Zai.
Yep.
I'm just going to tank that ult there. No hesitation, of course, from Lesnar, ready to put a stop to that, and they've got the coil to stop Boxy getting out as well.
Yeah, that's nice stuff. And this is kind of what Alliance need. I don't think with their heroes, they're ever walking up to the tier 3s and poking it down, because the creeps will die very quickly to Liquid, and they'll just be wasting time. So Alliance need Liquid to make these types of plays, these adventurous plays where they go, oh, let's go grab a wave by the old tier 2, shall we? And then bam, Spirit Breaker's there, PA's out of the blur. And they get a small window to hit here.
Let's see what they can do with this 20 seconds. Alliance.
How many hits? Go for a guess. Do you think the whole tower's falling? Or they're going to say
I think they'll get the tower here.
The tower, right?
Look at this. They're doing some damage with this Death Zone.
That was a trick question. Of course they're taking the tower, Owen.
Or maybe not.
Oh,
the twist.
Look at that.
The fortification.
Oh, damn. Look at that. It wasn't a trick question.
Go back in, Supreme.
Ah, see?
Get that tower hit.
I doubly tricked the trick question. Oh, I shouldn't have backed down.
Well, Liquid's back up and still, for the most part, keep it to the base. Matu's got the Rapier queued up.
Old Rapier, I'd have been excited, but it just doesn't have the same effect to it. I don't know why they removed the True. Maybe it's because of the Medusa meta, where you just go second item Rapier and run down lanes. The True Strike, yeah, that's pretty annoying. Alright, well, if we get a Rapier, will be pretty cool. Seeing some heroes get one shot. Kunkka is probably one of the better Rapier buys, just because of Tidebringer.
And for Liquid, are you looking to try and take a fight like around the Roche, or is that sort of too suicidal for them at this point? Can they get out and fight Alliance when the Roshan spawns, or do they have to wait in the base and take the fight on the high ground?
I think it really depends on where the lanes are. Like, if Alliance sees top pushed in, bot pushed in, and suddenly Liquid's gone missing, it'll be so easy for them to disengage the pit, take that fight under a ward, kill them all off. So I think it really depends on how Alliance approach the setup to Roshan. And I think right now with this lead, they're going to have all lanes pushed in all times. And you kind of see Liquid, this bottom lane, this is kind of their first step to potentially a Roshan contest. It is get this bot lane out, let's at least get something going our way. Maybe a hero randomly goes down there for a bit of greedy farm. That's when they can strike. But yeah, right now, they do whatever Alliance lets them. And it's kind of what happened in Game 1, right? Alliance was only allowed to do what Liquid gave them, which was near nothing. So Alliance returning that treatment in Game 2.
You see the quiz question, T.
Oh god, here we go.
Order the heroes in Alliance
based
on how many Forge Spirits they've killed.
Oh, who's killed the most Forge Spirits? Or...
Well, it's got to be the puck, right?
Yeah, I'm leaning puck.
I kind of go puck.
Radiant are
I'm also
Breaker.
down for an impartial breaker.
Yeah, I'd put Breaker second, then the PA,
Yeah.
then Rubik, then Grim.
Oh, I'm going Grim then Rubik, mate.
I don't know, Rubik's been stealing some nice spells, these Firestorms.
But the Stroke of Fate's a pretty stellar spell, mate, you know? Oh. Puck?
Puck? Oh,
The-
Rubik? Oh, no,
Oh,
Puck.
Then Grim PA, they're actually tied.
Break
Then
was a little
Break
lower.
was a little bit lower.
Ah,
Well, at least
okay.
we're right on the puck, so
Now, you were right on the Grim being decent, and the Rubik being at the bottom.
fair play.
Well, back in play. Again, it's that sort of point. Both teams waiting it out for the Roshan, and that's been spotted by Alliance. It has respawned.
Ooh, all right.
So Alliance will certainly be heading over here. The question is if Liquid are going to be able to do anything about this.
They have to. As much as I kind of described the setting of the scene, this
You
bot
go-
lane's pushed in.
yeah.
If they give this Aegis to Alliance, we're going to a game 3.
Like,
This is
you're
how
just- yeah.
critical this is right now. This is a make or break move for them.
Well, it's going to go down quite quickly.
Octarine on Rubik. He's a
Oh.
big boy. All right. Roshan fight. Oh, all right. Sorry. It's game 3 over.
They've already got it. They've got it. They've got the shard. They've got the Yags. The Aegis. Not the Yags, sorry, the Aegis. Yags not quite yet. There's that. He's ready to start the action. Liquid, they've got to get back up to that high ground. Outside of the base is not proven to be too safe right now. As Leslau's in with the ult. Charge again. Takes out Insania. I see you. Nico Baby's thinking about jumping in on this, but Boxy is set up deep, burrowed underground. Ready for the high ground hold. Let's see what they can do here. Carapace into the stun. The MP as well. They're going to be doing a good job of bringing Nico Baby down pretty quickly the first time. Question is if they could do it a second. The boat's in, but Nico Baby responds with a BKB ready to jump straight over towards Zai. He's slowed a little bit by the Demonic Purge. The disruption as well from Insania, keeping Zai alive for a little longer. Supreme still able to jump in and finish him off, but will lose his life for that effort. Liquid, they push back Alliance. They've taken the Aegis out of the PA's hands. Alliance, they do still want to fight. They've got their eyes on this. Nico Baby jumping in onto the high ground. Buyback comes out from Zai. And Nico Baby's got to back off now. No Aegis, no BKB. They'll throw another dagger back in on this. Liquid, they've got a lot of control that they continue to throw out. Neon Disc will rock on Aramis. Nico Baby, is he going to jump back in on them? He's feeling strong and confident with the backup of his team. He's able to get in, take down Mickey. Mickey has to buy back. Nico Baby, what's his next move? Back up for now, over towards Manon. He's going to respect the buyback from Invoker. The TP's outs are going to be there from Alliance as they'll look to retreat. Happy with what they poked out financially there from Liquid. 3 buybacks, 2 of them being the cause, Zai and Mickey. They might not have got the racks, but they're certainly able to increase that lead here, Alliance. They now stand 22k ahead.
Oh, and this is a pretty cool play. Like, that was a really good hold from Liquid. They're 21k down, fighting into an Aegis. But if they find the pick bottom, like, does Nico Baby still have BK?
He's under the ward, right?
Oh, yeah,
The
it
obs
was.
in the base.
Cheeky ward,
Alliance got it down.
So if that was no ward there
Yeah.
into a Nico Baby kill, that'd be pretty cool. But Liquid did technically hold. Like,
It was an expensive hold.
It was commendable. But yeah, for Alliance, I think though this is the first time we actually got to see the Kunkka actually connect onto the PA. Because again, Nico Baby has to be the one hitting the tower. In that vulnerable position, Liquid can exploit that. They did. And yeah, like the high ground defense of Liquid, it's so scary. You know, like Kunkka can walk in, X-marked, BKB himself if needed, just cleave away.
He's nearly got that rapier.
Yeah. You got Nyx with the Barret. Like they are, even though they're 20k down, this is an incredibly strong high ground defending lineup. And the only reason why you were seeing buildings fall, or at least aggression happen, is because of the fact that they got picked off a couple of times and they're a little bit late to contest Roshan. But Alliance, this is now the big question for them. Do they either A, wait for another Aegis, ooh,
I mean, they could do that.
or B,
right? Or
give it a go and just run down the lane? And I think in this type of game, with the amount of strength that Nico Baby's had, they probably are going to just run down the lane again.
okay.
But this could be the start of a comeback if Nico Baby gets kited, because his BKB now should be pretty low. What is it? What are we saying? It is a 6-seconder. And Matu, ever so close to that BKB, but he is getting charged.
Well, that's now starting off with a bit of a poke.
And this is why the siege is so difficult, because you got Firestorm from a distance, a cheeky little cleave from a distance. Like they really aren't able to just cleanly just set the scene, right? Like if it was with other heroes, traditionally, you can just stand your ground and just click down the tower and say, if you fight me, you're dead. And unfortunately for Alliance, they have skirmishing pick-off style of heroes, and this is where they struggle. And another big ult to bot lane.
And this one will catch off. Let's lap. He has the BKB and the TP, but they've got the physical.
The fact that 20k down and they're still thinking of these plays, it's so much fun, but Insania might not be having... Ooh.
Yeah, he's got to be a bit cautious. I mean,
He
you
is
see
playing on the edge.
Supreme sort of sneaking across the tree line.
If that was a pub, 100% that PA would have killed him there.
Yeah,
or at least
in.
blinked in, then Insania would have ghost stepped and killed the PA. So I respect that neither of them actually went for the engagement.
I've been very careful about this alliance.
A lot of vision from Alliance here. 2 wards placed here. One behind the tree, one in front of the tree. See, they're now not going to think about the other one. That's a joke, because you can still see it to the racks, but alas.
I'll keep it alive a little longer. Oh, won't be able to deal with the sentry, though.
We have the Rapier online.
Oh, baby.
Who do you think was going to get one hit first, Owen?
I don't think anyone will get one hit, will they?
You don't?
Well, how much is the damage of the bringer?
I mean, let's say one hit as if... who's going to be half HP and then one hit?
Well, who's got
so
lowest HP? It's for the Grim, isn't it?
It's the Grim, yeah.
It's the Grim.
He's also got 9 armors, yeah, I think.
Your admiral is on board.
They're coming out of the base here, Liquid. I mean, Alliance, I think they're definitely going to be falling back for the next rush. I think it's proven to be a little too tricky to get into that base right now for them, even though they are at a pretty big lead, 18k.
And also, like, Dota is such a psychological game, so that one play where they killed the Spiritbreaker bot lane with an Underlord Rift, now Alliance might be saying, guys, I can't solo push this lane anymore, because if they don't show for 5 seconds, they're going to be rifted onto a creep wave bottom, killing me off instantly. So I also think Alliance, with this lead, they might be scared to be pushing out the bot lane as well. Like, you see Spiritbreaker charging to mid. If he now moves to top and ignores bot, now Liquid has a lane advantage, because this lane was going to slowly be hitting away at this tier 2, and it alleviates a little bit of pressure for them to maybe do more aggressive plays. This game is on a knife's edge. If Liquid...
Oh! Nico, baby. He's going to get the jump. Straight away looks for the backlines. Gets Insania. The Torrent will catch him, but they've lost both the supports here, Liquid. They've got to run. The control's there for Mickey. The detection is down. Mickey's out for 2 minutes. No buyback. This could be what Alliance need to close up a set of racks, maybe 2, maybe even the game. It's a long time, no Invoker. And with Zai getting caught, he's also going to be without buyback. Alliance may have just found the kills here to close this game.
And that's what I was about to say, like, the game's on a knife's edge, because I feel like if Liquid do get picked off one time, lose the Rapier, you can just call it GG, right? So Liquid, they try and keep sneaking and creeping out of their base, and Spiritbreaker just catches them all. So there's no buyback.
I mean, we'll see what Matu could do on his own. He's going to try and go for Stamana.
He didn't want to hit him, mate.
He did not. No. It's not quite the damage that he needs to hold against the full 5 of them as Alliance. They know it. They're going to look to close this one up, and they've got it. Ladies and gentlemen, GG is called. Alliance, after a rough game 1 and coming at the end of a tough season, they hit back, and this is, without a doubt, the biggest win that they've had